We're here today for the second episode of the Troocoo Know Who series. I'm here with Leanne Kemp, the Chief Entrepreneur for Queensland Government and also the CEO for Everledger. Leanne, thanks for joining us today.
Oh, my pleasure.
So you're running a global business. You know, you've got people all over the world. Values are obviously critically important to most businesses. How important is it for you to, be a values-led business?
I mean, it is the reason why we breathe. It is the reason why we exist. We're led by transparency. We're led by company cultures of being bold to go forward and step into the unknown and be comfortable in that space. So I think building a culture within not only inward-facing culture within the organisation, but to live that through the words and the vision that you hold is incredibly important. It's called authentic leadership. And you see this breakdown. You see this breakdown in areas where there is a crisis. And authentic leaders are the true leaders that step in, and you can see the pathway that they're walking because they're first to walk into those environments and actually solve for it.
You're a very resilient person. I mean, you said before about finding good food to eat and, I guess sleeping upright. I mean, you flew in this morning, you landed at 5:30.
5:30, yeah.
You're straight into it and, you'll be going full power, no doubt, till right towards the end of the day and all week. In terms of your life, tell me a little bit of where you sort of really developed that resilience and perspective, and why it allows you to be so driven.
I thought it was like going to be one of those, I like long walks on the beach, red roses, champagne. I don't think it's resiliency.
Okay.
I think any true entrepreneur or any incredible leader needs to go beyond resiliency. Something called anti-fragility.
Okay.
So I've built a muscle strength. And if we think about what resiliency means, it means, or an example of it could be I take a steel container and I hit it with a hammer and it's resilient because it doesn't change and crack and it doesn't crumble.
Yeah.
But a true entrepreneur and a true leader actually gains muscle strength through that learning.
Yeah.
So an example of that would be an athlete. If I was to run 10 kilometres today, my muscles would hurt. In fact, I break down my muscles through that exercise, and tomorrow morning I gain strength from it. So for me, it goes beyond resiliency. It goes into a formation of anti-fragility. And that's probably the secret in the sauce.
Yeah, okay. I've never heard that perspective on things before, so I really like that. Advance Queensland have done some amazing things through the funds and supporting a lot of innovation in Queensland. Do you see that's going to continue into the future?
I actually think that it's not something that we should strive for or look towards or even expect. So, this mentality of expectation or entitlement is really not healthy on any level, whether we are rearing children or whether we're, trying to entice next level of economic growth. We have to start thinking about, innovation as a business and entrepreneurship as a business from day one.
Yeah.
And yes, sure, government has an incredibly important part to play, but certainly it is not the tap that will continue to drip the water that's needed to quench the thirst.
Yeah.
We have to start tapping into the wells of our own energies and, of course, the economic building blocks that we have to start thinking about.
Yeah.
And government only plays one very small part of that role rather than the entirety of it.
Listen, I think we've survived the storm, which has been great. I think on behalf of the team at Troocoo, I really appreciate your time. It's been really insightful. We do appreciate your view on life and leadership, and thanks so much, Leanne Kemp.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.